Hello, everyone. Welcome again here to the New Middle East. And we're talking about doing business between the different cultures. I am sitting here in sunny Tel Aviv, and I'm with my lovely co-host, Paula, who is in the United Arab Emirates. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm good, thank you. How you doing?
Great, great. So
Awesome.
today, we wanted to address several questions that we've been getting. We've been getting a lot of questions since we started these chats, and which is really lovely because people are really curious. They're curious about each other. As an Israeli, I knew nothing about the United Arab Emirates, really. It wasn't talked about. It was just that country over there, one of the neighbors. And now we're getting these questions and we have this agreement, so we need to know about each other. Terrific. So, one question I've gotten, which is, I think, very important as a woman, for business women, when they come over to visit, is it okay for them to go out alone or is that a problem? Paula.
Yeah, yeah. And I get asked this question by family, friends, people that haven't experienced, particularly the UAE, have got lots of misconceptions driven by the press, probably driven by different situations. The UAE, particularly Dubai, is the most cosmopolitan, open place you can possibly think of. And I have to say, the women here, yes, often will wear traditional dress and wear a shayla, which is a loose scarf, and an
Mhm.
abaya, which is a long black dress. That's about it.
But should
Because
I wear that when I go out?
no, you don't need to.
Oh,
I said in the previous video, to your to be respectful, yeah, to your elbows at least, to your knees at least, yeah,
mhm.
and not tight fitting cleavage showing situations. But let me just tell you something about the women of the UAE, yeah, which I work with intensively and lots. I've been involved in the study and research of the first women to graduate from university, which is now, gosh, that's got to be 8 years back.
Wow.
The women here are such powerhouses. They're independent. They drive their own Lamborghinis if they've got one, or fast cars. Everything that you would see a woman doing traditionally anywhere else, you'll see it here, plus some. Very intelligent, very outspoken, very friendly. Of course, we've got lots of traditions that they need to be careful of. You will rarely see a local woman walking around on her own, but not because it's not safe or she's not allowed to. She's just not used to it. So often she'll have a friend with her, but only because she's uncomfortable. So, there is nothing here that you cannot do as a woman, nothing at all that you wouldn't be able to respectfully do in any other country. You can drive, you can go out, you can party, you can have fun. And as I said, the women here are just the most amazing group of powerhouse, kick butt people you'll ever meet. Is absolutely amazing.
I
So
am looking
yeah,
forward to meeting them, actually. I'm hoping, when we get seminars going, we're going to start working between the two cultures and meeting all of the people. I'm looking forward to
yeah,
that.
proud. I've worked a lot in emiratization, which is the nationalization program. We've got trying to make sure all the Emiratis are working here because we've got such a big expat community. And I'm never ceased to come home surprised, impressed, and amazed. So, any preconceived conceptions, they might not be as loud as we might be, Linda, if we went out for dinner, I have to say.
Us? We're loud? What? Who? Me?
Yeah.
Moi?
But I always say never ever underestimate, never. So yeah, it's completely free. Be respectful, be careful, follow the rules. There's nothing, and it's one of the safest places in the world.
Great,
Dubai, our
great.
crime rate is really, really low. So yeah, perfect. Come on,
Excellent.
women, come on over and join the powerhouse. You Israeli powerhouse women, come and join the UAE women. It's going to be a massive uh, junction of power. It's going to be fantastic. It excites me. Can you tell?
Excellent. Yes, I do. And I'm excited too. Thank you very much. Do you have a question for me, Paula, from your people?
Yes, I do. There's lots of different kind of lower level questions coming through, but what exactly is Saturday all about?
Okay, so Saturday is our traditional Sabbath.
Yeah.
You're referring to Saturday, the Sabbath. Are we working? What are we doing? Saturday is the
We,
traditional Sabbath,
yeah.
and most people do not work. Government offices are not open. Official offices are not open. Most of the shops are not open. Why is that? Because we take a day of rest. And that goes back to the Bible. Jewish people have to take the seventh day. God created the world in 7 days, 6 days, and on the seventh day, he rested. So we're supposed to rest too. And in Israel, most things stop Friday afternoon. Shops close, people stop working, and it's actually a lovely family time. People often have Friday night dinner together. Maybe they go to services at their local synagogue. And then Saturday, depending on if you're religious or not, religious people don't work. They may go to the synagogue, and the secular people do whatever they want. They will go to the beach, they will meet friends. So it depends who the people are.
I'm visiting on a Saturday, then I can still do things, even though it's a day of rest for work. I can still go and have a look around at the sites and go to the beach. It's
Definitely,
okay.
of
Yeah.
course, beaches are open. You are more than welcome. Travel around. Restaurants would be open in many places.
Will Jerusalem be open on a Saturday?
That's a good question. Jerusalem is more religious, so there are certain areas, however, that are open. You can find restaurants open on Saturday, but it's not as prevalent as in Tel Aviv, which is a more secular city. So that is a
Okay.
good question. So it depends where you are. Officially, it's not a work day, and offices, government offices, like I said, post offices, banks, not open. But
The,
restaurants, cafes, not a problem.
okay, the questions keep coming about a Saturday. I think it's just misconception.
Mhm.
But for example, somebody has said, I can't turn the light on. We can't have any lights on a Saturday. What's all that about?
Okay, well, if you're visiting, you can turn the light on. Religious people in Israel may not turn their lights on because it's considered to be work, and they don't do work on Saturday. However, if you are coming to visit, you're staying in your hotel room, you're staying in an apartment, that's not a problem. You can use the lights. Many people use the lights. The very
Okay.
religious have certain specific rules of do's and don'ts on Saturday.
Okay.
They even
Okay.
have
And
a
I'm
clock that sets up lights so it'll turn on at a certain time automatically. There are ways to get around these things. It's amazing. So not to worry, you can use lights. Okay,
okay.
it's amazing these questions and how much we need to learn about each other, and
Definitely.
it's great. I think that people are asking and curious, and
Yeah.
I can't wait till I can come visit and learn more in person
Yeah.
about the United Arab Emirates. Thank you so much, Paula. That was
Oh,
fascinating. And
yeah.
join us next time. We'll keep talking about these important questions and issues that you want to know about. Bye. Shalom.
Yeah.